Okay, welcome everyone for this evening's meditation. Please bring your body to a resting position and close your eyes gently. And take a deep breath in, and you will hear the sound of the bell 2 more times, which invites us to transcend any worries from this day. And I will sound the bell 1 more time. As you are joining with me in this moment, welcome whatever comes to your mind. Let them be. And also notice the pressure points in your body, especially your eyes. Relax the thousands of muscles surrounding your eyelids, and then the back of your head. Align your neck with your spine, your sitting bones relaxed, your shoulders relaxed. If you had no time this day to care for yourself, take this moment as the moment that you care for yourself, your body, your mind, your being. Being grateful to this moment, notice also your chest, the breath that is happening here and now. Along with that, the shoulders rising and falling. Mind reminds you of things you didn't do. It's okay. Life goes on and you can always find time to accomplish them or let go of them or wait for an opportunity to fulfill these needs of the mind. Now we find a way for calm abiding through systematically developing loving kindness, metta, friendliness toward oneself and others. Looking at yourself with metta, looking at others with metta. To look at yourself with metta, please bring a moment in your life where you felt joyful in a wholesome, sincere way. This heartfelt joy that you felt may come back to you in this moment as you are rediscovering your ability to revisit these moments. Feel it in your heart, in your mind, in your entire being. Take a minute or two to find that joy in your heart. Now we will discover the joy of sharing this love that you felt unconditionally with the world around you, especially starting with a best friend that you have. You sit with your friend and share this happiness. You notice in your mind, the more you share, the more lighter you feel, and that this friend is receiving it and smiling and happy for you. And now, with that light-hearted space that you have cultivated, gently make a wish for you and for that friend. May we be well and happy. May we be free from disease. May we be free from legal battles. May we be free from harm and danger. May all beings be well and happy. May all beings be well and happy. May all beings be well and happy. So you infuse that thought along with the thought of sharing this happiness with your loving friend. Now find a spiritual friend. Visualize this person smiling and happy, and you wanting them to be that way. Be smiling, happy, joyful. Now to focus better, we find a family friend, family person connected with your family. Visualize them smiling and happy. And now you move on to your family members. Your mom, visualize her smiling and happy. Your dad, visualize him smiling and happy. Your siblings, visualize each person smiling and happy. Takes only a moment. Now, people that you consider family in your life, visualize each person smiling and happy. Now, neutral people, people that don't know about you so much and you don't know about them, but they're helpful. The teller at the bank, the pilot, if you happen to remember them, the garbage collector, if you have seen that person, the mailman, may they be well and happy. Now bring difficult people to your mind, those who have done wrong to you knowingly or unknowingly. Forgive them and wish them happiness. Visualize them smiling and happy. It does not matter whether they are actually smiling or not at this moment, but your heart lovingly wish them this thought: be well, be happy, be free from suffering, be free from trouble. Go to another difficult person in life, you included. You've been difficult to someone. Forgive yourself for not understanding better, not understanding their situation, what they went through. Having forgiven yourself, visualize you smiling and happy, them smiling and happy, and telling, I have been waiting to reconnect with you and to express gratitude for their good moments and the lessons that you've learned. And see if you have any other difficult, challenging person in life. Take a moment to visualize them smiling and happy. All these beings deal with their own worries, concerns, financial challenges, difficulties, betrayals, misunderstandings, diseases, fears, unfulfilled desires, all these other issues. Visualize whoever that comes to your mind, smiling and happy. Now, when you do not feel like you don't have any enemies, difficult individuals, annoying ones right now, you are ready to send loving kindness to wherever it is needed, to animals being eaten at this moment, to snakes, to elephants sleeping in the jungles, the birds nesting and waiting for their food, children suffering from war, soldiers in the battlefield. May they get a glimpse of relief and freedom from suffering that they are dealing with, and protect your heart from getting caught with their suffering. Instead, radiate your peace of mind, sense of security and freedom in their way. May they be free from harm's way, secure and safe. Earthworms and insects, tiny beings within our own bodies, beings in the space, heavenly beings, mighty beings, invisible, and those that are visible, beings who've never seen the light of this world, such as the ones living inside the earth in the darkness. Beings who are battling cancer, mental illness, financial troubles. Unconditionally wish them freedom from those troubles. Sending loving kindness wherever it is needed. In front of you, above you, below this building, on your right hand side, on your left hand side, behind you, all beings across the universe. those who speak Spanish, French, Sinhalese, Tamil, Hindi, English, regional languages in all places, those who do not speak, voiceless, may all beings, in whatever condition they are right now, are protected here in my heart. May all beings be well and happy. May all beings be well and happy, secure and safe. May they be free from mental traps, troubles, worries, fears, insecurities. Those who are suffering unwanted relationships, companionships, or those who want a relationship and can't reach them. May all beings, at least momentarily, be free from such suffering. Those who are dealing with reality and expectations, may their gap between expectations and reality be thinner and suffering be less. May all beings be well and happy, be free from dukkha, be free and be released from the chains of suffering. Let go of seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, physical sensations, and thinking for the moment. Let what comes and what comes come your way, what goes away. Let them go. Discover a place of just being, letting your sympathetic nervous system to relax and the brain to take a break, unplug. Please come out of your meditation. All right, we have a little reading for today. It's only 2 pages. Yeah. And I did not take a print out of this because um, just wanted to read from here. This is Vammika Sutta number 23 of Middle Length Discourses, Majjhima Nikaya. This sutta translates as the ant hill. Thus have I heard on one occasion the Blessed One was living at Savatthi in Jeta's Grove, Anathapindika's park. On that occasion, the Venerable Kumara Kassapa was living in the blind men's grove, Andakavana. Then, when the night was well advanced, a certain deity of beautiful appearance who illuminated the whole of the blind men's grove approached the Venerable Kumara Kassapa and stood at one side. So standing, the deity said to him, Bhikkhu, this ant hill fumes by night and flames by day. Thus spoke the Brahmin, Delve with the knife, thou wise one. Delving with the knife, the wise one saw a bar, O venerable sir. Thus spoke the Brahmin, throw out the bar, delve with the knife, thou wise one. Delving with the knife, the wise one saw a toad, O venerable sir. Thus spoke the Brahmin, throw out the toad, dwell with the knife, thou wise one. Delving with the knife, the wise one saw a fork, venerable, O venerable sir. Thus spoke the Brahmin, throw out the fork, delve with the knife, thou wise one. Delving with the knife, the wise one saw a sieve, O venerable sir. Thus spoke the Brahmin, though throw out the sieve, delve with the knife, thou wise one. Delving with the knife, the wise one saw a tortoise, O venerable sir. Thus spoke the Brahmin, throw out the tortoise, delve with the knife, thou wise one. Delving with the knife, the wise one saw a butcher's knife and block. A butcher's knife and block, O venerable sir. Thus spoke the Brahmin, throw out the butcher's knife and block. Delve with the knife, thou wise one. Delving with the knife, the wise one saw piece of meat, O venerable sir. Thus spoke the Brahmin, throw out the piece of meat, dwell with the knife, thou wise one. Delving with the knife, the wise one saw a naga serpent, O venerable sir. Thus spoke the Brahmin, leave the naga serpent, do not harm the naga serpent, honor the naga serpent. Bhikkhu, you should go to the Blessed One and ask him about this riddle. As the Blessed One tells you, so should you remember it. Bhikkhu, other than the Tathagata or a disciple of the Tathagata or one who has learned it from them, I see no one in this world with its gods, its maras, and its brahmas in this generation with its recluses and brahmins, its princes and its people, whose explanation of this riddle might satisfy the mind. That is what was said by the deity, who thereupon vanished at once. Then, when the night was over, the Venerable Kumara Kassapa went to the Blessed One. After paying homage to him, he sat down at one side and told the Blessed One what had occurred. Then he asked, Venerable Sir, what is the ant hill? What the fuming by night? What the flaming by day? Who is the Brahmin? Who the wise one? What is the knife? What is the delving? What the bar? What the toad? What the fork? What the sieve? What the tortoise? What the butcher's knife and block? And what the piece of meat? What the naga serpent? Bhikkhu, the ant hill is a symbol for this body, made of material form, consisting of the four great elements, procreated by a mother and father, built out of boiled rice and porridge, and subject to impermanence, to being worn and rubbed away, to dissolution and disintegration. The body dissolves and disappears, which we understand, which means at some point when we die, this body is not ours and it belongs to the earth and it's gone someday. What one thinks and ponders by night based upon one's actions during the day is the fuming by night. The actions one undertakes during the day by body, speech, and mind after thinking and pondering by night is the flaming by day. That Brahmin is a symbol for the Tathagata, accomplished one, fully enlightened. The wise one is a symbol for a bhikkhu in higher training. The knife is a symbol for noble wisdom. The delving is a symbol for the arousing of energy. The bar is a symbol for ignorance. Throw out the bar, abandon ignorance, dwell the knife. Thou wise one, this is the meaning. The toad is a symbol for anger and irritation. Throw out the toad, abandon anger and irritation. Dwell with the knife. Thou wise one, this is the meaning. The fork is a symbol for doubt. Throw out the fork, abandon doubt. Dwell with the knife. Thou wise one, this is the meaning. The sieve is a symbol for the five hindrances, namely the hindrance of sensual desire, the hindrance of ill will, the hindrance of sloth and torpor, the hindrance of restlessness and remorse, and the hindrance of doubt. Throw out the sieve, abandon the five hindrances, delve with the knife, thou wise one. This is the meaning. The tortoise is a symbol for the five aggregates affected by clinging, namely the material form aggregate affected by clinging, the feeling aggregate affected by clinging, the perception aggregate affected by clinging, the formations aggregate affected by clinging, and the consciousness aggregate affected by clinging. Throw out the tortoise, abandon the five aggregates affected by clinging, dwell with the knife, thou wise one. This is the meaning. The butcher's knife and block is a symbol for the five chords of sensual pleasures, forms cognizable by the eye that are wished for, desired, agreeable, and likable, connected with sensual desire, and provocative of lust, sounds cognizable by the ear, odors cognizable by the nose, flavors cognizable by the tongue, tangibles cognizable by the body that are wished for, desired, agreeable, and likable, connected with sensual desire, and provocative of lust. Throw out the butcher's knife and block. Abandon the five chords of sensual pleasure. Dwell with the knife, thou wise one. This is the meaning. The piece of meat is a symbol of sensual delight and lust. Throw out the piece of meat, abandon delight and lust, dwell with the knife, thou wise one. This is the meaning. The Naga serpent is a symbol for a bhikkhu who has destroyed the taints. Leave the Naga serpent. Do not harm the Naga serpent. Honor the Naga serpent. This is the meaning. That is what the Blessed One said. The Venerable Kumara Kassapa was satisfied and delighted in the Blessed One's words. So that is the reading for today, which is a nice riddle about basic parts of the practice, which includes abandoning ignorance and looking at the hindrances and looking at five aggregates and also the sensuality, the sensual five chords of sensual pleasure. and using effort to stay diligent and aware so that we don't forget the goal of the practice. And I think the word that stood with me is clinging. 5 aggregates are fine, but 5 clinging aggregates. For example, the perception aggregate affected by clinging. We cannot stop perceiving things. We do perceive, but the clinging aspect, we cannot also use force to stop it, but we can look at them with wisdom and notice where we have lapsed and understand where we are lacking true knowledge, which means lacking vidya and has avidya, thereby building a world based on the perceptions that we see. An example for this could be how anger is provoked easily in a child who has a dentist appointment, and he hates this day because he has previous experience of a dentist or a pain associated with meeting a dentist, or has visualized or imagined something bad going to happen. And because of that way he perceives it, and his mother does not perceive it that way because she does not have that kind of perception. So the child refuses to eat, refuses to sleep in the same bed with the mother the day before, and cries and throws a tantrum and is angry and shows the frustration and anger, resentment, and all of that. And the next day, child happens to go to the dentist only to find out that this dentist appointment is cancelled. So all that drama he created mentally was a waste of time, not knowing the truth, not being able to discover the present moment, and not know the way the mind creates a false scenario that does not exist, which happens to all of us. We perceive things mostly in a false way because we are lacking information for some reasons. Us humans do not have all the information we have all the information, all the right information, we would be enlightened because we can quickly penetrate to the truth of it and just let go. But what we also see here is how the Dhamma works in a person's psychological and physical world itself. The eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, and mind, the 6 internal sense faculties, seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, physical sensations, and thinking, the external stuff that are happening based on this. So internality and externality and being conscious, eye consciousness, ear consciousness, nose consciousness, and so on, they create this world continuously. That is why we are alive and we create that world. And we keep on living that way, creating whatnot, all the things. The visuals bring a false view, and sound forms bring a false view. All these are like keeping us engaged and busy, which is all right. And an enlightening mind, awakening mind, looks at the dependently arising nature and the vanishing nature and see how craving is manifested, and look at craving as a thing that is manifested without us wanting, and see that there is truth that you can discover in that process. And having discovered that process, you are able to slowly, gradually let go. It's easier said than done. But do you have any questions before we wrap up for today? No questions. All right. So let us transfer merits, and that will be it for today. Please join me in transferring merits. May the suffering ones be suffering free, and the fear struck fearless be. May the grieving shed all grief, and may all beings find relief. May all beings share this merit that we have thus acquired for the acquisition of all kinds of happiness. May beings inhabiting space and earth, Devas and Nagas of mighty power, share this merit of ours. May they long protect the Buddha's teachings. May they long guard and protect you all. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Right. Until next time.